Should we be worried about the planet and its future, about global warming, about ecological disasters that have been happening more and more frequently, and it's predicted that this is only an upward trend from now on? That, in other words, Mother Earth says, boys, you better get used to ecological disasters. That's going to be like a regular occurrence. Of course, because this is for every action, there is a reaction. Okay, that's the law. So humans, they come here, they build their cities and they build their industries, and they just look at the planet as some kind of a looting ground without any regard for other life organisms. So there's a reaction from our mother, because we're one of her children, disobedient children. Okay, and you know that's going to that already is manifesting in ecological disasters. There's no question about it. But should we be worried? Should we ring the bells? Should we cry for the planet, cry for Mother Gaia? Should we weep? Should we be alarmed? Should we raise up our flags and fight? Yes and no. Yes and no. And let's start off with the no first. Okay, let's start off with the no. No, because Earth has been around for billions of years. Okay? Earth has seen things that us little specks of dust humans have not seen yet. We have not seen these things yet. And if you look at our species from the grand scheme of things, we're like a little thing. And if you keep moving forward, if we go extinct right now, nobody will ever remember humans. Like, it's like, you know, because it's such a brief time, period. But the planet itself has been here for a very long time, billions of years. It's been evolving and it's been dealing with different things, and you know, it knows how to heal itself. There is a healing force in the universe, and so you could see this healing force inside your body, because your body is made of the earth. And you know, if you fast and if you sleep, you heal. Period. You heal. Anything you have, you'll heal. You'll heal from it. And if it's a serious thing, fast long enough, you'll heal it. So clearly, since this body it has an innate healing, evolving mechanism within it. Otherwise, why would you heal when you sleep? Why isn't it the other way? Why wouldn't you deteriorate? Why wouldn't you, like, when you stop eating, when you fast, why wouldn't you deteriorate? Like, why is it that your body heals? Because this is the way of things. This is the Tao. The Tao is healing. There's a healing force in the universe, and that's really the essence. That's the compassionate. God consciousness is compassionate towards itself. So the way it instills the game, it evolves, and it has this healing, evolving mechanism innate to it, programmed within it. You can't help it. You can't help but heal when you sleep. You can't help it. Okay? You just can't. Otherwise, you would deteriorate. If God consciousness was mean and cruel to itself, you would just keep deteriorating. But that's not how it works. And so the planet, as you can imagine, has been evolving here for billions of years, and that's why it's such an intricate, complex, beautiful, beautiful place. This is billions of years in the making. So the Earth will be fine. It'll swallow up all the cement and all this, you know, all these weird little modifications that we have done to the planet, you know, our streets, our cities. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. It's not an issue. That's not an issue. The planet knows how to heal itself. The planet knows how to evolve itself. It'll just look at it as, okay, we fucked up with humans. There is my chance to evolve. There's my chance. So let's wipe them out, or let's kick them out of the planet. Let's, you know, make things so miserable for them that they have to go live to another planet. unless they get their act together. That's the condition, is if they get their act together, they'll stay here. They'll be able to stay here, and we can all coexist harmoniously, because they gotta realize, these so-called intelligent apes, that they are solely dependent on their environment. They breathe oxygen, they eat food, you know, from the earth. They depend on other life organisms. And even if they're breatharians and they don't eat, they depend on the sun, they depend on the earth, they depend on the air, the atmosphere. So, you know, unless we get our act together, obviously, two things will happen. Either we will go extinct, or we will just go out of the planet. You know, we will just leave. We will go to other places and fuck them up. Because clearly, if we're having to leave, then we didn't get our shit together here. We won't get it together anywhere else. What makes you think we're gonna get it together anywhere else? So yeah. So then the planet, from the perspective of Gaia, it's like, who cares? Who cares? Oh, the little humans. Okay, let's get rid of them. Okay, from the Earth's perspective, it's like, how many other species did I have to get rid of in the process of my own healing and evolution? Let's get rid of these humans. And you get rid of them, either extinction, which to me is unlikely. I think we'll be able to go to other planets, or you just kick them out of the planet, or you destroy whoever didn't leave. They go extinct, and whoever left, they leave. Okay, so yeah, you know, I don't think we should be worried from that perspective. If you go, you know, you take an observer's point of view, I don't think you should be worried about the planet. As you know, it's a beautiful planet. I've had many experiences where I like cried so much because of the suffering that we're doing to the planet. Really, like I totally understand it. That's why I'm talking about it. But in the grand scheme of things, from a wiser perspective, you shouldn't really be worried. And the more you could center yourself in eternity, in Brahman, the more and more you could see these things with more wisdom, less emotion involved. But there's still emotion. I mean, look at how beautiful the planet is. It makes me cry. It really makes me cry of the beauty of it. I'll be sitting here and I'll just be hanging out and I'll start crying because it's so beautiful. You know, so there's that emotion. That's your human element. And so then therefore, yeah, we should do something about it, absolutely. Like, as individuals, we should do our thing. You know, if you feel a calling to you know, save the animals, go save the animals. That's your call. If you get a call for the plants, you know, that's your call. You feel like you want to work in the cultivation of plants. Maybe like right now, you know, one of the solutions right now to the big messes is forestation. If you feel like that's where your heart is, you go there and you do what you can. If you're like me, you know, my inclination is towards spreading awareness via speaking, via talking. So, you know, I do as much of it as I can. And so, yeah, absolutely, you should stand up and fight. Like Krishna told Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita, stand up and fight. What are you so scared of? Death is nothing. And so death is nothing really, because you're eternal, you're beyond death. You're beyond these concepts of finity, finite things. And you just sort of kind of start to let things happen. You understand with great wisdom that actually all this mess that's happening is part of the evolution of the planet. And the planet is so genius, so intelligent, so magnificent that it has done this so many times before. You know, it has gotten rid of invasive species that really made it bad for other life organisms, and the earth will look at it as a chance to evolve, because earth recycles everything, right? Nothing in nature goes to waste. So even all this mess that we're doing, the earth will find a way to recycle it, all of it, everything, every bit of it. It'll find a way to recycle it back into a useful thing, something that's going to contribute to its evolution. Okay, and it's very benevolent. The Mother Earth is very loving and benevolent, and it loves all its children. And so if a child misbehaves like we are now, and it's like bothering all the other children, because mind you, all the other animals, they hate us. They hate us. They know what we're doing. Are you kidding me? They hate us. We practically hunted and killed for a trophy every single animal you could think of. Oh, they hate us. It's in their DNA too. So when the mother sees that one of her children is bullying the other children, it'll get rid of that child because it is benevolent. It's true. It wants all its children to live harmoniously. You know, and harmoniously doesn't mean nobody's killing nobody, because you just take a look at nature and life feeds off life. It just means that everything is happening in a harmonious way. You see, like, you know, for example, there's a pride of lions and there's zebras, you know, and so the lions will hunt maybe 2 of 200 zebras. From nature's perspective, that's fair enough. That's everything is in harmony here. All my children are happy. Whoever needs to eat eats, and every species is living harmoniously, and the great majority of them are living happily, living merrily, and they're not, you know, they're not getting hunted, and you know, they're not basically going extinct. So yeah, so I think, yeah, in the grand scheme of things, you shouldn't be too worried, because there's nothing to worry about. Because of, you know, the planet is so intelligent and genius and so loving, and it'll just like this for it is nothing. Oh, humans, okay, get the fuck out of here, one way or another. Let's go. Here's ecological disasters, here's this, here's that. Great. Oh, your technology is getting into your Mars. Good. Let's go. Okay, get out of here. And it'll go on, right? It'll go on. And as far as I'm concerned, what can you do also in your own, other than spreading awareness or, you know, being an activist in one way or another, is like, just go and live with the earth. You know, go spend, if you could spend at least half your day here, like somewhere in immersed in nature, you're doing yourself a favor, because you'll be really happy. Okay, let all the other people who are you know, so plugged into the matrix, let them do their thing, because they're miserable like that. You can't be out of touch with nature and not be miserable. It's like an impossibility here. Do you understand? It's an impossibility. Yes, this is an impossible thing. To be completely out of touch with nature and be happy, truly genuinely happy, that's an impossibility. That doesn't work. You're going against the harmony of the Tao, the harmony of the way, of the universe. Does not work. So then recognize that, okay, if people still want to do their city thing and just completely their industrial thing and the materialistic thing, okay, let them be. Let them, it's not that, you know, that that's their own, your actions. So just by being with the earth here, that's good karma. What do I mean by good karma? You feel good, you feel happy, you feel a sense of well-being and joy. Okay, so just do as much, like, I mean, you know, take somebody like me who's literally centering his life around nature. Okay, I spend the great majority of my time here in nature. I've found that, okay, I live in such a cold country that I can only really afford to do this 4 months of the year. I'm gonna move somewhere where I could do this all year round. And so that's why I'm moving to Thailand. So if you love nature so much, which I suspect many of you guys do, start planning and making an actual plan, and start making it happen, how you're going to center your life around nature. Plain and simple. How am I going to center it? What's my strategy here? So one of my strategies is I chose a particular area in Chiang Mai that is like literally, it's called Sotep. If anybody's been to Chiang Mai, I haven't been, but I've done enough research on it. It's an area of all the Buddhist monasteries, and literally behind you, 5-minute walk, you go into endless mountains and jungles. Endless. It just goes on forever. Okay? So I chose, because I love the mother Gaia, I love the earth so much, I love the planet, I love the elements so much, that I actually, over many years, have now centered my life around nature. Because to me, it's the only thing that makes sense. How else? What else? Okay, so you do your thing there too, because, you know, just always worry about you. Always just do, you know, just be in nature here, you're happy. Okay, yeah, sure, there's a lot of destruction happening, a lot of this and that, but you're okay, it's good here. You're happy. You're happy. You know, it's fine, and you're doing your best in whatever way you feel inclined, okay? So that's about it. I want to thank all the beautiful Patreons for supporting this channel. You guys are full of the love and the kindness of Mother Gaia, and I really appreciate it. And if you would like to support, I would love to do this full-time at some point. I would love to. I know we will at some point, because the funds that we need aren't even that much for me to do this full-time. And so yeah, if you want to pledge just a couple dollars a month, it probably puts little to no strain on you. Let's be honest here, let's be real. Okay, but it'll do good for me if it accumulates, if enough people do it. And I'm just really appreciative for the existing Patreon family members, and I would be just as appreciative for the new ones, and just as appreciative if you just can simply keep watching my videos. That's about it, and until next time, may the force, may the Mother Gaia, the force of Mother Gaia be with you.